What is up, guys? This is EK1 Gaming here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Division 2 again, and we're going to be looking at this Fey Lau situation, or kind of the end of the Manhunt situation again. And we're going to be taking a quick dive into some things that have been noticed by the community, you know, such as like, is Fey Lau really dead? Was it a body double? And all that stuff, and basically decide or discuss what could be next for the Division. So before we get into this video, if you love these videos, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, never to miss a video again from here. We are not far from Outriders now, and we'll be covering Outriders hugely on this channel, and you're definitely not going to want to miss that content. So let's get straight into the video. What are we talking about? Of course, we're talking about the Manhunt mission, where we killed Fey Lau. Now, this has caused a lot of upset, and when I say a lot of upset, I mean a tremendous amount of upset throughout the community. Even some people who are usually very pro Ubisoft Massive have actually criticized them for what's happened during this manhunt, or at the end of this manhunt. And if you don't already know, we did do a video covering it and showing you exactly what happens, and you know, it's pretty much nothing, but we'll link that in the description below, and also it will appear in the top right hand corner for you to click now, so you can go and check that video out. So basically, when it ended, you know, there was no kind of cutscene, there was no indication of what would be next, and that's what people were expecting, because people like me, you know, like a lot of the community thought that they would at least lead us on to the next part of the story, or at least, like, you know, she maybe would get away and it would lead us to some kind of spoiler towards Division 3. I don't know, I was expecting something. Now, Fey Lau has been in the game since Division 1, you know, probably one of the first characters, if not the first character that you actually see on the Division. So she's very, very popular amongst everybody. You know, everyone knows who she is. You know, the famous eye patch and all that good stuff. So to end it like this, after we have kind of chased around back and forward with Fey Lau, was really disappointing. And for me, I honestly think that it just shows a laziness of the developers. Now, that's my opinion. I hope I'm wrong in everything I'm about to say. I really do hope they're going to throw a massive curveball and something's actually going to happen with it. But I really just don't see that happening. I don't see them having that ability, or having that even in them, you know, to be able to go ahead and do this. And if it does happen now, you know, it's kind of already upset probably 90% of the Division player base. So it's going to be hard to get those people now to actually come and pay attention again for any new parts of the story. Now, going off track slightly, obviously there was Ellis that was involved in a lot of the story as well. And a lot of people were saying, well, he was kind of left where we didn't know what was going to happen. There was rumors that his side of the story was going to be next, and he was going to be doing something. However, of course, Fey Lau killed him in this last manhunt, and he's dead because, you know, we scanned his body with the echo and Isaac confirmed that he was deceased. This leads us to our first discussion, shall we call it, and that is the discussion of when Fey Lau died, it was not confirmed deceased in any way. Usually you'll get that, you know, rogue agent down, you know, deceased, all that good stuff. Nothing was said. It went silent. So the speculation is, and it could be a good speculation here, the speculation is that it wasn't actually Fey Lau, or the fact that Fey Lau wasn't actually dead. So you have took her out, but she survives somehow, comes back to life somehow. People are even saying it could be a body double. I really don't know. You know, I don't know which to believe. I'd like to think that she's not dead, because I don't think that they would have ended it the way they did. I think maybe they're getting into some kind of deeper, bigger story, and I still think that potentially, you know, Fey Lau might not have been the person we thought she was. So, you know, she turned rogue as is. I kind of think that that's not true in a way. When I was following the story, I kind of thought, no, there's going to be a curveball somewhere, which turns out she's actually working for us after all, and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to go into too much of what I think on that matter, but I'm interested to hear what you guys think of what's next, for sure. You know, I've asked you in a lot of videos recently, what do you think's next? But what do you think about this, you know, about this conspiracy or about this theory people have that she's not actually dead? Do you think that now we're going to go on to the commander, you know, because the Langley files were in that mission as well, which basically gave us a very grumpy man talking to one of his agents or assistants, and basically, you know, pretty much being a bit of a douche. So are we going to now go ahead and expand it out to those different countries? There was Europe there, there was Africa, there was Asia, there was a lot of different places, you know, a lot of different regions there. So is that going to be next? Are we going to be moving? Are we going to be able to travel between different areas or different places? Now, another thing I had, another idea or speculation I had, was, is this leading us now to a New York dark zone where, you know, maybe she's not dead, maybe she's escaped to the New York DZ or wherever, and then that links in somehow to a bigger dark zone. And of course, with Red Storm being rumored to have worked on Division 2 recently, I don't know how true that is. That's still not yet been proven. They could literally just be doing a spin-off, like a Battle Royale game or something like that. But basically, it would link in with like a DZ. So we've all been waiting for a new DZ, a new PvP experience, or even just a new Dark Zone area. And there was, of course, the comms chatter before about a dark zone within New York, which we put out on a video a long time ago. So for me, that could be it. We could be going to New York now. A lot of that story was in New York, a lot of the Manhunt. So are we now going to New York? Are we, you know, having a new DZ there? Are Red Storm going to be working on the game? We do have it confirmed, of course, that they will still be working on the game, or adding content, should I say, on the game, due to their call that they had. We all heard that call. We all seen the tweets. But for me, that's not filling me full of, you know, it's not filling me full of pride or anything about the game, because let's get it right. Them adding content to the game could simply be them just recycling global events. Like Division 1, for example, now it just recycles around, goes into maintenance mode. So that doesn't mean they're going to add a huge update. It doesn't mean that we're going to get, you know, a massive expansion. Although I would like to think we will, I honestly don't trust these devs as far as I can throw them. There's been no sort of answers. There's been no indication of even a state of the game. There's been no response to any of the community about this at all. And if I've noticed something, it's that Hamish himself is liking people's comments and tweets that are actually slating the game right now. People are slating the game, and Hamish is liking those tweets as if to say, I agree with you. It's a mess right now. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, he commented, he doesn't know when the next state of the game is. He hasn't been told. So he is being kept in the dark, and that's your content lead. Doesn't even know when the next state of the game is, yet he hosts it. So what hope do we have, honestly, on a serious level, of getting any correct or big information from this team? Because I think there's a lack of communication, for one, between the team itself. And for two, I think there's a lack of communication with the actual community, you know? Johan does a great job usually of interacting, and he has been interacting, don't get me wrong, but on a very lower level now. And Johan was probably one of my favorite community managers, because anytime I ever needed anything, Johan was always there. Even from the start, before I had EK1 Gaming, when I had my Elite Killer channel, Johan was always the person I used to go to, and I used to get a great response and had a good rapport with him. And I feel like he did a great job. But him being quiet, you know, from the community aspect, Hamish, Yannick, and everyone else basically hiding away, is not helping this situation now. So I'm not going to yabble on too much, guys. Let me know what you think actually happened in that manhunt. Let me know why you think there's no kind of cutscene or anything like that. Just hit me with a comment in the comment section below. I'm going to read all of them, and I'm probably going to pick the best ones, or the ones that I feel like could happen. And I'm probably going to feature those in another video as well, because I'm not finished doing the videos on Division right now. This kind of has me intrigued, and it makes me think, is that why it is the way it is? So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next one. Let's go!